السلام عليكم تقارون إرتيان سنبهد في كلنا نفلت إنا زوم برقينا حامد دو إرسات دو عسنا دو كلهم قربيجات نهزب تقراي تاكم تقبروا ويانسان بهزب تقراي تتعويتهم أخونا دي حجون حفحفوا له سلد قبروا له of course ودعتهم كن ما أسرت كم زخون فلوتي ما أبزد ما حدا نقرأ كنا لنا let's see.
Die brigade nam het doel. Die brigade nam het doel die buiten al dat geweld heeft gepleegd. Dat zijn eigenlijk geen Eritreërs. Dat zijn Ethiopiërs, dat zijn jongeren die uit de Tigray-regio komen.
Whoever you are, I don't care. أنا ذو لكم قلت هقارو مخانكم تقدمكم. تقدمكم. ده حاجة تقبل رسول الله من العالم يا راجل. إن جو بلاك نأخذ ما كنا نقرأ كحدنا. أنت فرح يا فرح. أمود أتاكت أتها قالك قولها. أنا تبلكم سرعات سبيتاي جرو. تتعاوتوا بالكاك توتصيخ حدا ما عاد تتفاقم فرح السخاء السبعي كوين كاس زخلو حف تبل هذا يزم تسلم أنستي سلة هارمو السبوت كونكم صوم عبيت سبوت سلة هارمو السبوت كونكم ديفنس سلة إريتريان سلة هارمو Europeans terrorize يركمو okay you're refugees you are refugees you cannot terrorize Europeans they got good culture they got good government they got democracy. Democracy doesn't come with swords and rocks, okay? You ain't got no right to disturb the decent European societies coming from Africa as refugees. Pretenders of Eritreans. You're Tigrayans, everybody knows, okay? And we will try to defend our refugees and the Europeans and the American people from terrorism anywhere in the world, sirs. سبيتاي إذن سوايكم تريوان لهم تماشاشيتو كلمتس يعني كمان استيج أبروز السراحة ودي إذن سوايكم كأذو لكم أو مسأتو صبوغ خونه ما سيتكم زرقات موت دهريتو فلت بدهريو انتهينا كم نتسوعو أدنو
مخايل يمسو قداينا يقول خمتانا مجمرنا زخنا تذكينا كم تحكي نخرج لنا بزقمتا البوليس حقدوا قال زلها حقاتهم ناي بلانيت بهذول ساتهم هنا بقينا حمدو ما نتحقاوي يكون
Okay, if you believe that you're not lawful, you being a leader of this organization, this terrorism, you're saying you're irresponsible. You don't respect laws. But in Holland, in Europe, there are laws that you got to respect. You are a refugee, sir. You're not a citizen of the Europeans. They gave you refuge in order to help yourself, not to disturb societies. Therefore, you're talking now here that you are lawless and you don't care about the police. You will continue. You sabotage the society in Europe.
بقينا حمدو ما معبل هم صلايهم بتزامنوا دموستك مالتي
You have no right to drink somebody's blood. You're saying you're going to drink somebody's blood. You cannot do that in Europe and America, sir. You better go to Africa and do what you got to do where you came from. You cannot do this in Europe and America.
بقينا حمدو مالت قلت حيلي مالتي
Okay.
أنا بزعل زيارة سرفايف نقبر خيدي اللغون أنا تناتي علامة أنا نتم منسات بفلايكا نتنعي وقنا يزولو منسات سلاي من مهان النفلات تناتي قوتكات
You have no principle, you have no education. You're just a hoodlum in Holland, parasite of a society, sir. You cannot pollute young kids into throwing stones and rocks in the streets of the United States and America, and also in the European societies. You would either have to be deported or you be stopped by the police. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is law in America, man. And there is law in Europe.
أنا بزعبا زهاجر زيام زادنيس تقول الشنلا أيها هاتين عليتين بعد جودو كلها ما هو تكمل هذيك التاجر زعبا علاما يبلي قلي بلي تدلي أفغانستان توتو تدلي أنا مقالات توتو قداي يكون الناي.
Well, then you gotta stop. نحن على ما لنا نهزم لك نقبل سماع أنت عوالا أنا أخذت راح يزنقرك تفرر حسابي اللي نمسك كويس لك أنا نيويوركري come on to me. You cannot scare people, sir. You cannot beat older people. You cannot beat older women.
Feel confident your taxes are done right with TurboTax.
You must stop. You must stop. Sometimes it's necessary to speak in English so Americans can understand what kind of problem we're facing here. So Europeans can actually understand. These people are actually boasting to disturb the European societies lawlessly. And we cannot allow that because it concerns us. We are refugees. We came here. We got educated. We owe a lot of things, a lot of respect to the European and American societies. Therefore, these are not Eritreans. These are Tigrayans, actually. Everybody got to know. በትግርኛ ገይረ ክነግረኩም ድማ ንዓኻስ ፈርሕ ሰብ የለን አንተ ኣዋላ ከህዝብለካ ዘሎ ኣሜሪካ ዩሮፕ ፅቡቅ ዕድል ሂቡካ እዩ ክትመሃር ክትምዕብል to change yourself into somebody, to educate yourself. You didn't come here. You were not allowed to kick people's disturb people actually in the streets and everywhere. People have the right to dance. People have the right to enjoy in Europe and America. You cannot stop them. You cannot stop them. You have to adjust to European, style of living, to United States style of living. You cannot continue on this hoodlum behaviors, and actually we got to protect our society. We have to make sure that people understand. Our people do not do this kind of things. This is Tigrayans affiliated with TPLF, responsible for destroying their nation back in Ethiopia and coming here pretending Eritreans to disturb the Eritreans in Europe and America. We cannot allow this. ስለዚህ ታና ንብሎም ዘለና ቀሲ ኢሎም ኩሎም ክፈልጥዎ እዮም በብሓደ ክፍለጥ ድማ ኣለዎ ክእሰሩ ድማ ኣለዎ ካልእ ነገር የለና ኮምፕሮማይዝ ትገብሮ ነገር ጆን ብላክ ኤሪትሪያን ኣኾኑን ተጋሪኦም ብርጌድ ንሓመዱ ትብል ኣላ መስደመም ታሪክ እዩ ሕጂ እቶም ፕላን ኤ እንታይ ክገብሩ ኣለኩም ማለት እዩ እምበር ኤሪትራውያን ዲና ዋላስ ተጋሩ ተጸበይና ጥራሕ you cannot treat her. You cannot treat this politician, sir. If you do anything to her, you'll have to be deported and be in jail, actually, forever. You cannot treat her, this politician. She's talking about her country. She's talking about what she thinks about it. Your movement or whatever. Your pretentious Eritreanism, that's what she's exposing. She's saying you are Tigrayan hoodlums disturbing the European society. You cannot treat her in your language. We will tell the Europeans and Americans to be careful. John Black, a person called Joe Black, is threatening this politician for telling him the truth, for telling him that he is a Tigrayan, not an Eritrean. Not individually, but in group-wise. Europeans and Americans, we owe you a lot because you gave us a lot of things. You gave us refuge, you gave us education, you gave us love, you gave us life out of the troublesome African wars and all that kind of thing. We come here to respect you because you respect us. We got to respect your laws. But these people are threatening the European society. These people are threatening, this group is threatening the European police, authorities, and politicians. And God knows what they can do. My job is to inform Americans and the Europeans the dangers behind this very, very, very dangerous self-destructive group from East Africa, affiliated from TPLF, Tigray People's Liberation Front. Ladies and gentlemen. نعاك تفرار حيتخلنك. She's European, man. You are in her country. You cannot threaten this politician for telling exactly how it is. كتتالل تخيلني خا تفلت كاخا نزي أدما إذا كله تقولوا بتقرنيا بقلتات كله ساتون كفلت لا جدين خون دكير رايدو يغني لنا نزي بروجرام تنسونا زلط نزعم يغني لنا لا سؤالات السي.
Nou, dat ga ik u uitleggen. Die brigade Namadou, die buiten al dat geweld heeft gepleegd, dat zijn eigenlijk geen Eritreërs. Dat zijn Ethiopiërs, dat zijn jongeren die uit de Tigray-regio komen. En Tigray is ook een volk. En daar in dat gebied is al een paar jaar nu een burgeroorlog gaande. En tot op heden is die niet gewonnen door hen. En die willen nu hun woede, hun frustratie, hun boosheid uiten. Afreageren met zwaar fysiek geweld tegen deze mensen.
We are in alignment with the politicians. These people are TPLF-oriented mafia terrorists. They operate with a large amount of money from behind. Okay, they put people into miseries, into wars. They have been the main cause of the problem in the Tigray region, where about 1 million people have perished in unnecessary wars of attribution. These people want to make a new country in East Africa by disturbing all 6 countries around. They're hoodlums against the law, against international harmony. Therefore, we have to expose everything about them from now on in any language that we can think about. Thank you very much, Mom, for giving your testimony, for telling the truth about these guys. We appreciate it. And you have the right to protect your nation, your society from these hoodlums, if necessary, through deportation or imprisonment. Because the United States of America and Europeans give us opportunity to excel, and we appreciate that. We're supposed to live here by the law, securing the safety of Americans and Europeans and whoever lives in those countries. Okay? Those people, those individuals do not represent the Eritreans. And thank you very much one more time. بعد كيري بخمس ناقبرنا بيسس ناقبرنا كنا فارطو من هذا شفات اليوم ما جرى شاك السرور. Every criminal got to go to jail. Every terrorist got to serve. Justice has to be offered. Justice has to be offered. It's already offered in Europe and the United States of America. We are supposed to secure it, not vandalize it. ስለዚህ ደቂ ኤሬ ድሓኑ ኣጆኹም ኣይትፍርሕዎም ኩሎም እንዳተገጠሙ እዮም ናወየ ናይ ዋላ ሓንቲ ምስ ኤርትራ ዝተሓዝ ነገር የብሎም ክእሰሩ እዮም በብሓደ ክረቕሞም ኣብኡ ድማ ጆን ብላክ ሽም ከውፅላ እዮም ክቁንንዎ እዮም ኣፀቢቖም ቁንንዎ እዮም እቲ ረሳሕ ድሕሪቱ ፅቡቅ ገይሮም ክፍትሽሉ እዮም ኣብዚ ክዛረብ ዘይደልዮ ብዙሕ ነገር የለን ዋላ ሓንቲ ከይትፈርሑ ደቂ ኣጆኹም እስርዎም ጥራሕ እስርዎም የርክሱ ተጋሩ እዮም ፅቡቃት ተጋሩ ድማ ክኾኑ ዝሓመሙ በታ ወያነ እዮም እሞ see you next time ክንቅፅል ኢና ስትራግል ክንቅፅሎ ኢና ደቂ